Hi, Professor Wainaina here, your 5 minutes teacher on education, childhood, youth, parenting, and all things school. Welcome. Discipline is an essential part of raising a well-adjusted and responsible child. And as a parent, setting boundaries, enforcing rules, and applying consequences are necessary components of effective parenting. But even when discipline is done correctly, it can still lead to unintended emotional distance between you and your child. The challenge lies in how it is carried out. The question becomes, are you inadvertently pushing your child away in the name of discipline? One common pitfall of discipline is enforcing consequences without rebuilding emotional connection. While it's natural to set boundaries, the emotional aftermath often gets overlooked. Children need to understand that their actions have repercussions, and following through with discipline teaches them that this is an important lesson. But if discipline ends with punishment, but no effort is made to reconnect emotionally, your child will feel isolated and unloved. Discipline should not or should never equate to a withdrawal of emotional attachment. Therefore, when enforcing consequences, it's extremely important to reassure your child that you still care for them and that your love is unconditional. Do not assume that they should know. One of the after effects of disciplinary measures is to make children doubted. So, reaffirm them to help ensure that discipline doesn't turn into emotional detachment for them. Another pitfall is over-focusing on rules without emphasizing understanding. Boundaries, yes, are necessary to guide behavior, but an excessive focus on enforcing rules without explaining the reasons behind them can create emotional distance. If your child only hears about what they are doing wrong without understanding your motivations, they will feel like they are a problem to be managed rather than a person to be understood. When children feel listened to and heard, they are less likely to feel alienated by the discipline. While consistency is important for effective discipline, avoid being consistent with enforcement and not with emotional connection thereafter. If you are consistent with rules and emotionally distant, your child will feel uncared for. Even while enforcing discipline consistently, it's important to consistently acknowledge your child's feelings and frustrations, even if the child is wrong. Consistency with emotional understanding will secure your relationship with consistency in rules enforcement. Another important aspect of discipline is addressing the emotions behind the behavior. Children's so-called misbehavior often reflects their internal emotional states. So while correcting behavior is important, failing to address the emotions behind it will leave your child feeling unsupported. After correcting the behavior, it's important to talk through your child's emotions. Let them express how they feel and guide them in navigating the emotions in a healthy way. This approach strengthens your bond by showing that discipline is not just about correcting actions, but also about understanding and supporting emotional growth. The other pitfall of good discipline is maintaining control without offering autonomy. Always being the one in control without allowing any room for your child's input can make them feel oppressed. Over time, this lack of autonomy will leave them feeling that their opinions don't matter. Even if the discipline is necessary and fair, children need to feel a sense of autonomy and control to avoid feeling emotionally disconnected. To allow them this autonomy, offer choices within the framework of discipline. For example, involve your child in discussions about what fair consequences should be. This gives them a sense of empowerment and respect, creating emotional closeness instead of emotional distance. In the end, discipline should serve as a tool to strengthen your relationship, not weaken it. Done poorly, even the most correct methods can slowly erode the bond of trust and emotional closeness between you and your child. The most important lesson here is this: children don't just need rules, they need you. It is not just about discipline, however necessary or correctly done. It is about emotional connection that lasts beyond and after disciplinary measures. And to achieve this, children need your empathy, your understanding, and your guidance, not just your enforcement. So, by balancing discipline with empathy, understanding, and connection, you can correct misbehavior without losing your child. Thank you for your time. See you in the next one.